Now, Soriyya is a trained dietitian who now works as an R&D professional in the food industry. Her passions include yoga, dancing, learning languages, and travelling. Her motivation for joining Speakup stems from a desire to improve and further build confidence in her personal and professional communications. In her speech today, she shares a story of her struggle to widen her impact at work and reveals some simple yet life-changing advice that helped her overcome the obstacles that she faced. Please join me in welcoming Soriyya with her speech entitled "The Price of Making an Impact." Soriyya, Abdool, everybody.
Have you ever longed to leave your mark on the world? To have a great impact and make a real difference? Well, as the Spider-Man comic has taught us, with great power comes great responsibility. Now, what Spider-Man didn't say was that this requires us to let ourselves be seen, and it opens us up to the criticism and judgment of others. During the past year in my job, I yearned to widen my impact. I ambitiously wanted to see my contributions making a real difference to projects. What I didn't realize at the time was how challenging this would prove to my self-confidence and my self-beliefs. So I'd like to share with you a few simple yet life-changing lessons that helped me to overcome these struggles. I could feel my pulse rate quickening and my face becoming flushed as I gave my opinion on the conference call. I believe that there'll be some risks with this route of action. What experience do you have to say that? I'll take it up with your manager, was the rebuttal from one of my team members on the phone. Thoughts were whirring at 100 miles an hour in my head. Did I have enough experience to say that? Am I good enough? Is this something that we've all experienced before? So this was a daily occurrence for me. Every day, I would go home analyzing the day's meetings and beating myself up for not being confident enough, for not speaking up enough, for not having thought of the points that others had raised during the call. I should probably say at this time, in reality, I was doing a good job. I was achieving my objectives, and I was being told so by my managers. But this didn't seem to make any difference to my exhausting internal struggle. One evening, however, after listening to Brené Brown's TED Talks on shame and vulnerability, I had a kind of aha moment. Brené offered some simple, yet astoundingly effective pieces of advice that helped me to overcome my struggles then, and that I continue to take with me now, which I will share with you. So number one, to show up, to put yourself out there, and to have an impact requires courage and vulnerability. It inevitably means that we expose ourselves to the criticism and judgment of others. We cannot escape that. Yes, it's terrifying and it's uncomfortable, but that's normal. Number two, it's okay to be imperfect. Have the courage to be imperfect. Accept that at times you will fail, but that failing is okay. And thirdly, but probably most importantly, treat yourself more kindly. Dial up the self-compassion and dial down the self-criticism. Talk to yourself as you would to someone you love. End every day thinking, I've done enough, I am enough, and whatever I have achieved has been enough. So I encourage those of you who are exposed, who are going through a similar struggle, acknowledge that this is a challenging place, but have the courage to do it anyway. For me, the key to surviving in this battlefield is to treat myself more kindly, dial up the self-compassion as far as it will go, and end each day with the affirmation, I've done enough, I am enough, and whatever I have achieved has been enough. Thank you.
Really good crowd.